I'm Rob Richards, part of Team Powertec, and today on my Fit and Functional series, I'll be looking at two of the major muscle groups to help you build not only an impressive looking physique, but one that's functional too. We'll be looking at the upper area of the chest and also the shoulders to help give you that nice, broad, Y shape to the upper torso. The first exercise is the incline bench press, so let's get started. It's a great exercise to start off your chest workout, especially if your main focus is to build up and develop the upper portion of the chest when you're at your freshest and you have the most energy stored within the muscle. Just a few points to take on board. Firstly, when you're pushing, make sure that your wrist, elbow and shoulder are all in that same plane of motion. This will help transfer the weight you're lifting onto the area of the chest that you're trying to train. And secondly, the movement. When you push up, make sure you're actively squeezing the chest right up until that last part. Pause, and then as you slowly lower back down, a little bit slower than when you press up, take a breath in, being careful not to allow the bar to touch down on your chest. Right then, moving on to the second exercise, and for this, I need to change the setup of the bench. Now, with a flat bench, I'm working a broader spectrum of my chest muscles, so it's a good exercise to go as heavy as you can. That said, you still want to go too heavy where you can't complete at least 10, if not 12 repetitions. That for me is, I find, the best rep range to really maximize muscle growth. A few more facts about this one. Body layout. When I'm down on the bench, I'm making sure that my lower back is firmly pressed down into the bench and that I'm not lifting my back up, putting my lower back at risk. Again, trying to transfer all of the stress from the weight onto my chest. And secondly, hand positioning of the bar. You'll see these grooves cut into the bar where normally my ring finger wraps around. This allows me to space my hands out at the right distance so that when I bring the bar down, my wrist and elbow remain at a right angle to my upper arm, and again, keeping all of that stress from the weight onto my chest. Let's set up for the third exercise now and focus on shoulders. This compound shoulder press is one of the best exercises to help you develop some size and strength in the upper body, especially around the traps and the delts. Just a few pointers again to take on board when you're performing this exercise. The first one, I have the bench slightly raised back. This allows me to keep my shoulders back, but also focus more on the front of the shoulders being worked instead of sat completely upright and feeling my back come into play. Secondly, the hand position as well. Once again, like with the bench press, my ring finger is wrapped around this groove on the bar. I'm trying to keep the bar on a vertical axis. So again, wrist, elbows, and shoulders are all in that same plane of motion. Finally, lower the bar down to about chin height before pushing all the way up, extending the arms out without locking out the arms. Again, keeping all of that stress firmly in the front delts. Right then, let's move on to the fourth and final exercise, and this time focus on the upper traps. These barbell shrugs are one of the best ways to help develop the upper portion of the shoulders, especially around this area here, the traps near the neck. Just make sure that when you're lifting, it's with your shoulders up and down and not your biceps coming into play, helping you lift that bar with the arms. My hands are approximately shoulder width apart, so again, keeping that weight directly under the muscle group that I'm working, trapezius muscles here. That's about all I have time for today on my tips and tricks. Hope you join me next time when I'll be showing you more of my favorite exercises on my Fit and Functional series with Powertec. Until next time, take care.